Hi guys, so it's been a while since I've made a video. My eye is scratched, I know. Also it's like I I lightened my hair. I I toned it, but it's not to my liking, so I'm waiting for my toner to arrive. Anyway, yesterday was my second day of doing Spravato, ketamine therapy, and tomorrow will be my third day. And I just want to tell people this. In case this is the first video you've ever seen of me, I'm going to try to say this without getting emotional, but I lost my mom not even a year ago. And it rocked my world. And I've struggled with depression on and off for years, and I'm one of those people that I can't take SSRIs. I got further testing this past year or whatever. Me and SSRIs can never be friends. It's just, that's how it is. So it was recommended to me that I look into ketamine therapy. My mom, before she passed, she had several autoimmune diseases, like really rare ones, and she was in chronic pain. And I mean, she was on extremely powerful narcotics, like pain meds, and she did ketamine infusions, and she didn't need a single pain med for quite a long time, up until she started needing emergency surgeries before she passed. So she was telling me, like, Klarissa, you need to look into this, because I have chronic pain. I have arthritis in my back, sclerosis. I have neuropathy in my feet. I have a feeling that one of the rare autoimmune diseases that my mom has, I have, because the same age that my mom showed symptoms of XYZ, it's happening to me. But me, I was so sick of seeing doctors and pretty much being told you're too young for this, or not being believed, or with the opiate crisis thinking that I am pain pill seeking when I'm not. I wouldn't even dare ask, but I mean, my back, it's gotten really bad the past few years, and a couple months ago I decided that I need to tackle this. So I went and got, I don't know, kind of set up with my boy's pediatrician, who is a regular, medical doctor. I mean, she's not just a pediatrician. And the first thing she wanted to do was get an x-ray of my back, along with blood panels and whatnot. And the first thing I thought is, what the fuck is she gonna find on an x-ray? It's like, I need something for my lips, and usually I have like a gazillion products. And because I thought for sure, need MRI, like CT scan, something, but a regular x-ray, where are they gonna find? Well, they told me that I have arthritis in my back and sclerosis, which, news to me. I had no idea. I know that for years, it's like I've had herniated discs, bulge discs. I have sciatica. I have neuropathy in my feet. Just a bunch of, fun stuff, right? Well, it's just, I'm consistently a 7, 8 out of 10 on the pain, scale. And pain meds, they never bring it down, like, really. They might take the edge off, whatever, but they don't really truly do something. And I mean, I've been taking pain med, like, not your conventional ones that you take for, what am I trying to say here? Basically, I take Suboxone, which is mostly known in the recovery community as, you know, a maintenance assisting treatment, or assisted treatment, I think. Basically, where if you want to get off opiates or whatever, you take Suboxone. But the thing is, Suboxone is also a narcotic, so it does help with pain. And the way it was getting around here, that, you know, I was on Percocet, Lortabs, all that shit for years, that I was getting kind of immune to it, you know, and where you need a lot more just to get relief. And it's like, and then doctors were getting to the point too where they don't want to prescribe that because, you know, it's just, that's how it is. Ooh, good. I found some lip stuff. So I figured my best course is to do Suboxone. And it was, you know, I've been on it pretty much consistently for a few years now. What sucks is June 1st, my birthday, too, by the way, I was, you know, supposed to go get my Suboxone, you know, go pick it up at the pharmacy. Well, I go there and find out they're out of stock. It was a Saturday. I live in a small town, whatever. Not a lot of pharmacies are really even open Saturdays, let alone like Sunday. And I was, like, I should have picked it up Thursday, Friday, but I forgot, ADHD, whatever. That I figured, you know, whatever. Well, I started panicking, like, what the hell do I do? Like, I am going to go into withdrawals, and I was starting to. And I asked her, and she's like, well, you can go to urgent care. And it's like, first of all, they're going to treat me like shit. They're going to treat me like I'm a piece of shit. Let's just say it, junkie. Like, I know they are. Just because they see Suboxone, they already have, you know, there's stigma attached to that. Let's be real. And then too, it's like, I don't want to sit in the ER or urgent care for hours and then pay. I have insurance, but it's still going to be a couple $100 that comes out of my pocket, you know. And I told her, I'm like, it's my birthday. I mean, I don't expect, like, you know, my day to be magical, but I would like to not wind up in urgent care or the ER, you know, if I can help it. So I messaged my provider through the portal, whatever, and I told him, I'm like, if you can you send it to this pharmacy that I don't go to, but only emergencies, like on a Sunday. And I'm like, can you let me know if you send it? And I never heard back from him, but my experience with him is, like, he would never let me go through withdrawals. That good, more than likely, it's there. So my sister also has the same birthday as me, you know, June 1st, and the lovely Marilyn Monroe, her birthday. She stopped by Sunday, and, you know, I'm like, well, let's run here to see if, you know, they have it, because they never answer their phone. So get there and they just closed, which, great. Monday, I spent a lot of time calling, whatever, trying to figure out, was it sent somewhere, where was it sent, whatever. Found out it was sent to the place that we went to that closed, and we just missed it, which sucks. And at this point, I was in withdrawals. If you've ever withdrawn from opiates, you know, it sucks. You are sick, you're puking, you're just, it's not good. So I go there, and I don't know if this is even, it felt so wrong, but this guy, he's like, I need to talk to your doctor before I can give you these. And I'm like, why? You have all my information. Like, you didn't even ask for my insurance card, nothing. And I'm like, dude, I'm in full-blown withdrawal. I'm like, why. And I felt like he was abusing what little power he had. I don't know. It felt weird. And then he's like, I'm a compassionate guy. Like, I get it. Like, I don't know. It's so weird. My doctor also called in my ADHD meds and my anti-anxiety meds too. So I'm picking up a whole slew of like controlled substances, which I didn't know. Like, I didn't care. Like, I could go without, I haven't been taking my anti-anxiety like I should. I've been like, trying to hold off, and I had extra, so I was fine. My ADHD meds, like, that's been a whole other story. Every month, like, I'm on the same medication, just 2 different doses. Every month, it's like I am searching, like, going to 2, sometimes 3 different pharmacies to get both prescriptions. But I've never had an issue with my Suboxone until last month, and then this month. And I am deathly afraid of running out again, because that guy was so predatory, and he's like winking at me and acting like he's doing me a favor. It was just so, like when you're in the presence of like not a good person, like the hairs on your arm stand up, and you just, I get vibes from people, and it's just like, this dude is a douchebag. Like, anyway, I finally get it, but I felt like it was held hostage. Out of like 5 prescriptions, I could only get that one, and I told my doctor, I'm like, cancel the other ones, send them elsewhere. It's like, I don't give a shit if I have to wait a week or whatever. I am never going back there. So anyway, back to Spravato, ketamine. My first treatment was last Friday, and I wasn't given the full dose because they don't do that on the first time. And what's weird is it's a nasal spray, and I thought that was weird. And with that, you need a driver because you can't drive. Well, I had my sister bring me. She stayed with me for a while and whatever. And then, because you take the medication and then you have to wait 2 hours before you can leave because you have to be monitored. Because, like, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. Like, you get fucking high. And I don't like that feeling. Like, as a person that used to, I would still say I'm an addict, but a recovered addict, I thought, like, that'd be something I would like. No, I don't. So anyway, the first treatment, kind of feel sick after. It's just weird. Friday night, slowly, like, my back pain comes back, but it's not as bad as it usually is, so I was grateful. And then, I don't know, I just feel like kind of sick, like nauseous, and then a headache. It's nothing too major. And then yesterday, I had the full dose, and usually I'm a consistent 7, 8 on the pain scale. And right now, I am like a 1. I never thought this would be possible. And as far as my mood, I felt, it's like I thought I knew severe depression before. I was joking myself. I've never experienced depression that horrific. And I try not to cry, but it's like I feel like I'm a failure as a mom, as a wife, and it's like I owe it to them to do everything in my power to be the best possible version of myself for them. And it's like I've been doing therapy, I've been, medication, and it's like I can't take SSRIs, and then I'm not going to go down the route of mood stabilizers and antipsychotics because I am very med sensitive. And when 2 little kids depend on me for everything during the day, like, I can't play around and be a guinea pig like that. I can't. So it took like a long time, but I told my doctor, like, I'm in, like, I'm gonna try this, you know. And what's weird for me is I didn't Google it, I didn't research it, I didn't look into it. I wanted to go in with a completely open mind. I didn't want someone's experience to sway me one way or the other. You know, I wanted just whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen, you know. And I'm the type of person that I have to Google a movie to know how it ends as I'm watching it, because I don't like surprises. Yeah, I'm weird. And I never thought, it's like I feel lighter, and I never thought I could feel like this, like. And I am so grateful that I have an amazing, like, mother-in-law, father-in-law, that they watch my boys while I do this. And she's like, if you need rides, whatever, because I live an hour away from where I have to go to get this done, because, like, and then I have to drop my boys off and whatever. And she's like, if you need rides, whatever, she's like, we'll do anything we can to help you. And she's like, we love you, your family, you know. And it's like, makes me want to cry, but just so sweet and so encouraging. That's what I needed, is like encouragement, because I've been in hell, man. So yesterday, my second treatment, my sister made me a weird, like, little tote of stuff, and in it was my mom's perfume. And when I was in the haze, like, I smelled her perfume and I lost it. So I guess when you're in that haze, you're supposed to, like, work through grief, trauma, whatever. Me, like, I'm afraid to go there, but I know I need to. I brought my journal so I could journal while, you know. Then I listened to music, and the dude that, like, runs the program, like, that monitors me, like, we've become, like, I don't know, we discuss music, and I was, like, schooling him on, like, certain genres of music in a certain band and whatever. And he's really cool, because the best way I can describe it is, say when you're younger and you're wasted and you come home and there's your parents, and, like, you weren't expecting them, and, you know, when you have to act sober when you're not, like, that is the hardest thing to do. That's what it felt like, just trying to have a conversation. It's like trying to act like you're sober when you're not. It's hard. But I didn't think this was possible. I was so skeptical. I told him I thought this was all bullshit. And, you know, even people that went through it telling me, like, you know, it helped them and stuff. It's like, I don't know if I've become that tainted and jaded and, like, just, I don't know, that I didn't believe it. I don't know. But tomorrow's the third treatment, and today it's like my back doesn't hurt. That's amazing. Like, cause we got a new vehicle. I love my Jeep, but sadly my husband was working on it more and more, and he does not like that, and I don't blame him. So now I'm in an even bigger SUV, and to put them in their car seats, it's like I almost have to, like, throw them in, because, like, I'm not even 5 feet tall, so it's like, this is pretty tall for me, you know. And I didn't think this was possible. And I don't know, I kind of shared some of this, like, on my Facebook, in my makeup page, because I want people to know that if you are suffering and struggling and going through it, I urge you to look into this treatment and see if it's a possibility for you, because, you know, why struggle and stuff when it's not necessary, you know? I was telling my sister, I told her, I'm like, I'm afraid I'm stuck this way and I will never know what happiness is, you know? And like yesterday, she has a Saab convertible, and it was nice yesterday. And like after treatments, we usually run like a few errands. I can't drive. And like just feeling the wind and the sun on me, like it just felt so nice. And it was like the perfect, like, you know, ending to that. But like for a long time, I feared that. I knew I changed, and I knew that I wasn't the same. And I was afraid, like, my husband, like, you know, it's like, is he gonna get sick of me being depressed all the time and be like, fuck her, like, I want to divorce her? Like, he says absolutely not, and I believe him. But, you know, you start thinking like that, like, is he gonna wanna leave me because I'm not the same? And we'll be together 11 years in October. So, I mean, we've been together through hell and back, and it's like, you still get scared, like, you know, is he gonna get sick of my shit? Because, like, me being depressed like this, like, I've been testing him and pushing him, and, like, he doesn't deserve that, but that's what I do, is like I start pushing people away because I'd rather have someone leave, like, because of my pushing and me, like, kind of like initiating it, than be blindsided and feel abandoned, you know? So if I caused it, then cool, I deserve it. But yeah. Anyway, if anyone's watching this that has done Spravato or other forms of ketamine, whatever, and just, you know, lay it out in the comments, like, you know, what you went through, the good, the bad, the ugly, whatever, because I don't want this to be stigmatized, you know, like, because I know Matthew Perry, he died of ketamine, and it just gives it, you know, like, stigma attached to it, and I don't want that. I don't want people to be afraid to look into a certain kind of treatment for fear that they're gonna be judged, when it can literally save their life, you know? I can't say enough good things. Like, yeah, I feel kind of icky today, but, you know, I'll take this over, like, the chronic pain and the overwhelming, like, constant, like, just feeling of doom and gloom. And, like, so my husband, I felt like, you know, I was stuck in this really dark place, and usually I can find the silver lining in anything, and it's like I lost that ability. And, you know, my kids are 2 and 4, and it's like I don't want to not have patience with them, and I don't want them to see me crying all the time, you know? Like, I know they should see me cry, like, you know, emotions and stuff, but I worry that too much crying, like, is that traumatizing them? Like, I ask my therapist this kind of shit all the time, like, am I traumatizing them? And she's like, Klarissa, you're really self-aware of things, but, like, just, they need to see emotion and, like, conflict resolution. And so, I don't know, I'm just proud of myself for doing this, sticking through, and just, I don't know, because I've just been in this awful place for way too long. And if anyone else out there is feeling that, like, look into this, seriously. Like, I don't want anyone to suffer especially when there's options. So I felt like, okay, I can't take SSRIs. Now what? I'm doing therapy. What else can I do? And I felt really like, okay, you're gonna have to suck it up and just white knuckle it and grin and bear it and just deal, but I don't know, I'm grateful. So anyway, I wanted to pop on and show my face with my nasty eye and just kind of tell you guys where I've been, what's been up. Yeah. So again, if you've done this treatment, thinking about doing this treatment, whatever, sound off. If there's anything I left out, just ask questions in the comments. Like, I'm open to answer anything. I want to help people. So anyway, I need to run into the store. But anyway, I hope everyone has a great one. Be safe, be kind, and don't be an asshole. Bye, guys.